Imagination, same way, can lead you to joy or pain, suffering or ecstasy. See, almost all meditation techniques are based on imagination, except very few techniques. The clicks, what I call initiations, except the initiations directly from the master, all other techniques use imagination. For example, the unclutching, the science of unclutching, or the first technique which Patanjali spoke, your mind is not a thing, it is an action, stop. This is not using your imagination. This is a straight initiation. Straight initiation, straight click. Except this kind of initiations, this kind of clicks, all other techniques are using your imagination. When the imagination is used to lead to pleasure, to make you experience ecstasy, it is called meditation. The same imagination is used to lead you into suffering, it is called mind. There are only two things. Either your mind can continuously condition you, or it can continuously liberate you. Your imagination can either go this way or that way. It cannot stand still. It cannot stand still. We need to understand this one fact. We always think, I may not be progressing spiritually, but I am stuck somewhere where I am. No. Either you progress or you are going down. There is no such thing as stuck. Please be very clear. There is no such thing as stuck. Either you are going up or going down, like skiing. There is no such thing that you can stop or stand stuck. No. It doesn't happen in the inner field. If your imagination is used by you to liberate yourself, to uncondition yourself, it is called meditation. If your imagination is used to bind you more and more, to create more and more bondage, it is called mind. Conditioning. I have seen even the great knowledge about yoga, people start using it for one more conditioning. I have seen thousands of people reading Yoga Sutra, they will be depressed because they misuse this knowledge, they abuse this knowledge, they misinterpret this knowledge, they start imagining their own things out of this knowledge. That is why this great truth should be heard directly from an enlightened being. Then he knows where Patanjali put comma, where Patanjali gave strong emphasis, where Patanjali gave the gap. He knows. Please understand, the other day I was reading a beautiful line. God is nowhere. Somebody put a comma next to W. Then it says, God is now here. Sometime you need an enlightened person to put the comma, to create the gap. Only he knows where Patanjali gave gap, where Patanjali put the comma. The other slogan I read, there is only one God. One guy put the comma next to the word, there is only one. Then it reads, there is only one God. First line it says, there is only one God. It's more like a moral science, uniting all the religions, creating peace. The second line, there is only one, comma, God. It's a spiritual experience. It's a spiritual truth. These two statements, may look similar, but it has tremendous different significance. Its significance is totally different. See, there is only one God. It can be uttered by anybody. Everybody utters the same thing, but they say in the end, there is only one God, that is my God. Not your God. That is where the problem starts. Everybody accepts there is only one God, no doubt. But everybody says that God is only my God, not your God. The path to that God is only my path, not your path. That is where the problem starts. So if you put one comma, there is only one God, there is only one comma, God, then it's a spiritual experience. This statement means there is only one thing, nothing else. So, when you listen to these great truths from an enlightened master, you know where to put the comma, you know where Patanjali gave the gap, you know where he emphasized, you know where he was connecting or disconnecting words. Imagination can either lead you to hell or heaven. It's like a drug, LSD. Many people experience ecstasy, they take a drug. Many people experience suffocation, suffering also. If you are habituated for nightmares, if you take LSD, you will have a suffocation feeling. Your LSD experience will be nightmarish. If you are habituated for sweet dreams, if you take LSD, you will feel like you are in heaven. That's all. It is intensifying what you think, intensifying what you imagine. The drug experience is nothing but intensification of what you are imagining, your imagination. Your imagination can lead either towards this direction or that direction. I can give you thousands of examples, thousands of stories. Especially I am constantly working with people's imaginations. It's my life. Last 6 years I am working with imaginations of the people. Millions of people directly and millions indirectly. Either trying to remove their imagination, alter their imagination, or redirect their imagination. Just today, one of my disciples was telling me, before she used to come regularly to the ashram, her daughter will always object, why are you going there? You are not attending us, you are not caring for us, the family pressure. Now, daughter also attended the program. Now she says, how could you come back? How could you be away from him? I am not able to. I am not able to be away from him. Earlier, how are you able to come back even after being around him? So her imagination, when she had wrong imagination, she was not able to relate with the mother. She was fighting with her, saying, why are you going? Now when she has the right imagination, she is fighting with her, why did you come back? It's a mind, it is imagination. Continuously, I am working with imaginations of the people. Many times, the imaginations become so strong, they can either completely move from the spiritual path or completely get enlightened. People sometimes ask me, how can imagination lead to enlightenment? After all, it is mental activity. How can that lead you to enlightenment? It's like somebody taking poison. Taking poison is an action, but that can lead them to death beyond actions. Same way, the right imagination is taken, the mind will disappear, you will be beyond the mind. You will be beyond mind. You will be experiencing the no mind state or the ecstasy.
Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore, 562109. Contact 09742203311. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.